Okay, how's everybody doing today? This is Griff, and I'm letting you have an insight in the G Kingdom. We're a group of men called Kingsmen, and we've been challenged to show you what our kingdom looks like and what we aspire for our kingdom to look like. So, obviously, you see the chess pieces, and here we go, the G Kingdom, all about winning. So, I chose that we're going down the route of professional, personal, and community. So, first, starting off professional, this is my economic engine. I want to be able to weaponize financial literacy. I want to show other people how to think differently about money, not have the same thought process, have the secrets of a millionaire mindset. And obviously, you're going to hear a lot of book references because it is all out there for everybody, and people don't realize that all the knowledge is out there for them to be able to take. And that's what I want people to see, because we live in an area of confusion right now. That's exactly what the devil wants you to be confused. So we want to go down the line. I want to go down the line of making sure we move confusion into clarity, and then not just understanding and being clear, but putting action to that. The next is be a builder. I want to help people become a better version of themselves and get out of this thing that we call the matrix, the rat race of doing things the same way all the time. That's the definition of insanity. And I want to help be that person to build others to be the best versions of themselves and continue to see the growth. And then the last one here is ownership and wealth infrastructure, helping people focus on that generational wealth, long-term growth, building an ecosystem, not just giving you little pieces here and there, but actually have an ecosystem that people can get into and actually help build their lives so they can live with that hope that they can have a better life. They can have a generational wealth to actually grow their families. So now the personal. This is being the kingdom man. So first, we're starting off with the warrior mentality. You can't really build something, or you can't expect others to do something you haven't really done. I got this from the military, and I still uphold this, or I believe the standard. So discipline is the standard. You have to maintain discipline in what you do. That's going to be training my mind and my body daily, not sometimes, not every other time, not when I feel like it, but daily. That's me doing my devotionals. That's me getting up and praying. That's me getting up and working out daily. And then living by the standard. Understand that it's more than just, understand that it's not emotion. It's actually living by the standard and not your feelings. It's living by what you need to get done today and not how you feel. It doesn't matter. And that's why I enjoy doing what I have to do, which is we have to take a cold shower. That's part of my thing. Take a minute shower. It's cold. And that's what I'm going to continue to do, because I control that. And I tell my body, doesn't matter how I'm feeling. That's what we're going to do. Then intimacy, identity, and destiny. I enjoy this piece because it was kind of just God focused or God centered, how all of this aligned. I was reading a book and listening to another book, and we had to do this. So number one, I'm going to be more intimate with God. That's actually understanding God. And once I understand God, then I'm going to be able to understand exactly who I'm supposed to be, or understand Jesus. I'm going to understand exactly who I'm supposed to be. Then I'm going to focus on where I'm going, because that is my destiny. And when I'm focused on that, I know exactly what I need to do. And then becoming a kingdom leader. That's leading my kingdom with intentionality. That's being present with my family, my wife, my kids, being wherever I am, being present in that moment. Protection isn't just physical. Protection is emotional, making sure when I step through those doors that my mentality that I have and what we're doing in the house, that I'm making sure I protect my family, my wife's and my kids' emotions, and just the environment. Yes, definitely physically protecting my family, but it's more than just the physical protection. And then building with strength, love, and clarity. Can't expect other people, can't expect other families, can't expect other families in the kingdom to be clear if my family is not clear. And in order for my family to be clear, I have to be clear. And that exactly goes back to the intimacy, identity, and destination, our destiny of understanding who I am. So when I understand who I am, I can help my family understand who we are. That will makes it better. That makes it better. Then we get to the community aspect. This is the kingdom connected. What I mean by that is we're going to be multiple kingdoms connected, and that's going to make us even more powerful. So I want to be the mentor that I want to have. I want to be the person that I want to have in my life, the next person I'm looking at, the next version of myself. I want to be that person. Creating the pathways for others to win. I want to make it more simple for people to win because they deserve to win, and we're going to make sure that's there. Community. of a standard. My community is not for everybody, and someone else's community is not for everybody. So the community that I have is going to be tip top, and the community I'm a part of is tip top, as in we're accountable to each other. That's not a problem. In order to be counted on, you have to have accountability. So next one is don't change the standard. We can improve the standard. We can make it better. And I've always had this in the military. Um, you can add, but not subtract. So we're going to make the standard better, but we're not taking away from it. And if that's not a standard for you, then you don't want to be a part of our community. That's fine. This kingdom's not for everybody. And then create the environment that everybody that we want to be around, whether that's being us just working out, going crazy, or whether that's being us having fun. We're creating an environment that people love to be around and want to be around. The one that people want to better themselves, the ones where people want to make sure we have a standard of protecting our families and the people we're around. That's the standard. That's the environment we want to create, and that's what we're doing. Then the last one is going to be service-driven impact. I've always been a service person. I'm a service person at heart. I'm a sheepdog, and I always want to continue to serve. So we're going to make sure I'm in the community. I invest my time, knowledge, and resources into our community to help build others. And the metric that we're going to have is how many lives we elevate, how many lives we help get better, how many lives that we increase in what they're doing. That's our metric. That's how I'm going to be able to figure out if this is working. And that is what I want Team G or the kingdom or the G kingdom. That's what I want to be able to see and people to flourish. And my kids will be like, yeah, this is what the kingdom, this is what G kingdom is about. And this is what we've done. So the game is not over until the king is checked. Obviously, you see the chess that we've been playing around. Well, guess what? This is the hack. If you build more kings, you have an infinite game because the kings aren't ever falling. That's what we're doing. That's what the kingdom is doing. And guess what? All the other kings that I'm with, we're all doing the same thing. We're continuing to build kings because it doesn't matter in the future. When I'm gone, there'll still be another king in the kingdom. And when he's gone, there'll be another king in the kingdom. So we're playing an infinite game. I hope you guys are ready to play. I hope you guys are ready to win. So thanks. Thanks for listening. If you listened, if you didn't, you missed out. Here we go. Let's win the game.